Hi there, my name is Aaron Short. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to have a completely wireless PA system. So as you know, I'm a big fan of this thing here, the Bose S1 Pro. £15 with a built-in battery, much better than most of the kind of battery busking amps. Straight away though, I was saying not really, nowhere near the headroom of a full PA speaker like the QSC K8s or K10s. Of course, but look at it, it's so light and portable, and over the last 12 months I've used it mainly for like birthday parties, performances where they didn't want any wires to show, and also things like traveling on a subway where you have to travel really light. Okay, it's wonderful, and it's completely wireless. It holds a charge, and it has a built-in Bluetooth receiver, so you can stream music from your iPhone. So you get to the gig, you plug it in, you start playing music. I've told you that before. I've also told you about the Sennheiser wireless system. And what I've been doing the last few months is using them together. Let me show you how that works. So what I have here is the Sennheiser XSW-D. This is for the microphone. So if I turn this around, I'll plug this into the first input. And then this will go into the microphone. So imagine this is my mic right here, okay? And then the guitar here, turn them on, they sync up straight away. I plug the one that says amp into the second input, and this goes into the guitar. So what I have here is awesome. I have a very portable setup. I only need these four Wi-Fi dongles and this speaker, my guitar and a mic on a stand, and I can perform. And in my breaks, I can stream Bluetooth music. So again, I always say this about wireless. This thing has been working the last 3 months wonderfully, but there's always that time where you get a bit of interference or a dropout could happen. I wouldn't go and play this at a gig that was going to change my life. It doesn't have the headroom, and the wireless can always go wrong. But day to day as a working musician, this could be a great option. If you're a busker, if you play venues where they want very minimal setups, no wires trailing around, this is incredible. This is the dream. I was always hoping that, you know, with wireless one day we can show up to a gig and have no wires. Well, this is actually the first step there. So it's not going to be like the full band rig, but it works. And I found that even having the Bluetooth in here and these two receivers right next to each other, it doesn't mess up, it doesn't interfere, which is really impressive. And then on here, of course, you've got your EQ, your levels for each channel, your reverb. Now, one more thing, a bonus tip, there's a line out. So if you had another one of these, you could actually have another one. It's crazy, right? You could send this to another Bose S1 Pro on the other side of the room and have two speaker PA with no wires. Wow, I'd love to try that. And also, if you update the firmware in the Bose S1, you can stream your music in stereo. So your music in the break would come through in stereo and you'd have no wires. Now again, there's a lot of things here that could go wrong, so don't blame me if it ever does, even though I think this is one of the best wireless systems I've ever used, and it is working great for me at all my shows. Look at this, isn't that cool? I just thought I wanted to just show you this. It's just awesome. Obviously, make sure they're charged up. Make sure you test it in the room before you start playing. But fully wireless stereo PA if you had another one on the other side of the room, or as a satellite speaker somewhere else. And another thing about the XSW, you can actually pair a mic XLR receiver with the jack transmitter. So you could actually send this to an XLR cable. It'd be the male. It'd be like this one, and plug that into the other speaker if the other speaker doesn't have this plug. Because with the XSW system, you can pair two different devices together to make like your own hybrid cables. So there we go. If you want to check out more about the S1 Pro, check out the demo I did last year. But an option, not a cheap option. If you try this is not cheap. This will cost you a lot of money, and it won't do every room. It won't do every gig. But it's a very niche thing. If you play on the beach or on the subway, or you want the most cleanest looking thing you can get, you could try this out. Okay, it's not going to be cheap, like I said, especially if you have two of them. But a real pro setup and a real portable setup. So check it out. I have some more videos coming soon on this and wireless and more things. So if you like this, please subscribe and like and share and stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.